The coolest jean ever.
Have you guys heard the news? Everything in the hour is free shipping now. We didn't know. We just found out.
Sam just started going ballistic
I
during
love
the
a
break.
good free shipping. And I love this jean. It's probably one of
It
the
is
most...
the coolest jean ever.
that
and
we
Diane
brought
has
in.
done, I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jeans. But look at this. First of all, it's wide leg. Love that. And then that frayed hemline. Oh my gosh, this is an everything jean. By the way, there is free shipping if you haven't heard. It is on sale and it's available in 3 different shades of denim. We've got the chambray, the mid-tone, and the indigo. I'm wearing the indigo. We have this in white and we have it in the tomato red. The coolest part to me, tomato by the way is the most limited, is that the lengths here, we have 3 different inseams, and let me just update you. 29 is the petite. So this is longer than most jeans. 29 is the petite, 32 is the average, and we even have a 35-inch tall inseam. I'm wearing average because I'm not wearing a tall heel tonight, but I usually wear tall.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little Hollywood magic, so hold on. I'm gonna get my little, what we call an apple box, because this jean, this is what they brought me. It's not even tall enough, but guess what? From now on, this will be on the side of the stage when I am here in studio, and we're gonna just cut my feet off. This is called an apple box, for those of you that are not part of the television and movie industry. And we call it in Hollywood, the joke is a man maker, because me and Tom Cruise, we're not very tall, so we like to use you know, these apple boxes whenever we can. So when you see someone behind the scenes without seeing their feet, this is what they're standing on. I already feel 100 times better. Between free shipping and this jean, I'm feeling pretty okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna show you, thank you very much to our amazing team for bringing my apple box. We just need to paint
we can't see it
the
at
color
all.
of the form. I'm gonna do this. Look, now you don't know. And I'm gonna stay on it the rest of the night, just in case anyone was wondering.
I love it.
I am so excited about this jean. It's one of the most popular jeans that we brought in for the month of July.
It's so cool.
Yesterday we sold over 4,000, I believe, or almost 4,000 of these jeans. We have the final quantities tonight saved. We brought it in especially for Fashion Friday because you guys are loving it so much. Now, the inspiration behind a wide leg jean. Wide leg jeans have been very popular throughout certain decades in fashion. I was talking about this yesterday. The 1940s, you saw Lauren Bacall, Katharine Hepburn, and the wide leg trouser jean was pant was very popular. Then, when we go to the 1970s, that's where the wide leg jean gets very sexy. You think of Farrah Fawcett. You think of our gorgeous Charlie's Angels, who happens to have a line here at HSN as well.
Yes, she does. Her name is Jacqueline.
And she's just a little lady named Jacqueline Smith.
She's so sweet.
You also think about the big kind of fashion houses of Gloria Vanderbilt, and when 70s jeans and flares and wide legs really became popular. Then in the 1990s, the bootcut hit really heavy and hard, became very trending. And now in 2023, we've returned to this silhouette, this wider profile, this bootcut, this flare. So for the next 6-8 months, you're gonna see a lot of new from us in this kind of profile, but this is one of the most exciting ones.
Isn't
because
it just the coolest thing?
the cuff at the bottom with the fray.
I know.
They're so chic. They could be a runway jean. I was talking about that. You could be walking the runway in this jean, but you're doing it in real life, and they are so soft and so beautifully done. They look great with heels, flats, gladiator sandals, doesn't matter.
Okay, so we mentioned this was coming up at the show, Sam. Over 200 people jumped in and got it early.
Smart.
So don't wait on this one. Knowing that over 4,000 have been spoken for since yesterday when we launched it, and it only had 1 or 2 airings. We have way less than that available and remaining in all the sizes. And just to double check on this one, it is numeric, so 0 through 24 women's, and we have the 3 different lengths. And I love what you said yesterday about it's okay if this one drags on the ground behind you, and like that's so the LA,
that's the style.
California vibe.
We joke about this. I worked with Cindy Crawford for years and years. There's no one more chic and beautiful at every age than Cindy, and she wears these flares and these wide legs. She wears them with like a gorgeous gladiator sandal, and they just drag on the ground. She's not thinking about whether they're too long or too short. She always looks really effortless and really sexy. Don't treat these too seriously. Especially if you get like the chambray or the white, which are beautiful, you can wear them with flats, you can wear them with flip-flops. It's very beachy, it's very relaxed. Or if you want to be a little more proper, more of a trouser style, go for the indigo, which I know has been the most popular since launch.
It's my favorite.
It's more like a pant or like a trouser silhouette. And right in between, that sweet spot for me is that mid-tone, which I love. And the mid-tone, I always tell you, is like a classic Levi's wash. If you don't know what to do, the mid-tone is like that perfect in-between color. And then the white is just chic and fabulous. Very Palm Springs, very Saint-Tropez, very, summertime resort vibes on this. So if you want to get a little bit of that nod to the 70s, but updated for 2023, this is the silhouette and the profile, but that cuff and the flare is what makes it
It's
magic.
everything. I'm going to go through what the girls' heights are so you can see, because I know Cara, you don't typically wear the tall, do you? Do you wear the average? Oh, you do? Okay, so Cara is 5'9". She is in the extra small and in the tall. So that's 35 inches. 35 inches is the longest pant we have ever offered ever.
And let me tell you why. Traditionally, a boot cut or a flare will always be longer. So whenever, always by design, but this is longer than our traditional boot cut. So
it is.
as Callie's mentioning, if you are a gal who is tall and loves to shop with us,
Yes.
you are very excited right now about this length.
Okay, here's Danya. She is in the tomato red. She is 5'7", and she is, are you in the tall? She is. She's in the 10 tall. And then we've got Tammy, excuse me. Tammy is 5'8". She's in the indigo. She is in the 18, which is the 1X. And you're in the tall as well. And I love that they're all in platforms. I mean, they're tall girls and in platforms, and it's still skimming the ground.
Yeah, and I want to let you guys know, you know, obviously order by the length that you think is going to be right for you. I know things are getting limited. Certain colors you're seeing yellow or reds even. We
Green
still
light
have
means okay.
yes, stay in the green lights. Look how tall I am. I love this. I want you all to know, if you're just joining us, I'm standing on a box, just so you know.
Sam,
If I look a little bit, I mean, and also I feel like it takes a couple pounds off. I need this in my life all the time. Anyway, we're going to stick on this jean because you guys are loving it. It's so beautifully popular.
This is the color that will sell out first. Just to
Yeah,
jump in on that red light,
limited.
green light. When you see something turn red, it's gone. If it's yellow, it's limited. Sometimes there's a wait list, but usually the best bet, just get it when you can, because all the green means we're good to go. Here's your tomato, which is the first to go. Chambray, white, deep indigo, and the mid-tone. These are the two with the contrast stitching, which I think is an interesting
I love it.
point.
They look like a traditional classic jean. Let's go take a look at Julia, because Julia has the white on, and I want you guys to see the white in action. They are so chic and pretty. If you're looking for a great summertime white jean, or a jean that you're going to carry forward into the early fall, September, you can absolutely wear these. Very resort, very chic and stylish. She's wearing our brand new Weekender cardigan that we just launched yesterday. That's also on a special price. This is a sexy jean that is, to me, it throws back a little bit more to the 70s, right? It gives you a little bit of that 70s inspiration. Very sexy, very easy. The reason women love these new wide leg styles, they're not tight in the thigh area. They're not tight in your knee or your calf. So even though they're a little bit sculpted at the hip and the tummy area, the shape is so beautiful. From the biggest part of the hip down, it relaxes. And it's not overwhelming. It doesn't drag the eye down. It's not an elephant bell. I want to address everything you're thinking at home. Is it going to be too long on me? No, because you get to customize your length. Too wide for me? No. There's a beautiful balance between the hip and the leg line. Am I too short to wear a jean like this? No, especially if you tuck in, because it makes you look like you have 7 feet legs. And if you don't, you can get a box to stand on like I am doing, and everything will look just A-okay.
You are cracking me
I'm being
up
crazy tonight. And I haven't even had that much coffee.
Is this your last show for the
visit? It is my last show of the visit. That's usually when we all let loose. If you've noticed that the guests get a little extra crazy on their last hour,
I'm dying right now.
This is what's happening tonight. We're really excited to be able to present these. They were not supposed to air tonight in Fashion Friday. They were so wildly popular.
Normally, when they're not at a birthday price, they're almost $70,
right.
Which for this jean, not bad compared to what you've seen in retail. I mean, but they're on sale. $57.99. Do it on Flex, free shipping. And if you want to try two different colors and keep one, send another back. Or if you get one and go, oh, I wish I would have gotten a different size, free exchanges. So, and because it's not like extra small through 3X in generic sizing, it's specific. And because it isn't virtual, go true to your size. If you're a 10, get the 10. If you're of 22, get the 22. But then just get the size and the length. This is the longest jean, even in the petite. It's 27 inches.
Longest jean we've ever made in a flare. I would call this like more of a wide.
29 is the petite length on this. So if you are tiny, wear a taller heel.
Yeah, and by the way, you don't even have to, because if you imagine, I think our boot cuts, even the boot cut is always longer than a straight leg and a skinny. That's just by design. But this one is a little bit more kind of dramatic, and you want that drama. That's what this is all about, right? But it's still an everyday jean. Like if you get Cara's color, look how great she looks in that chambray.
I know.
That's your everyday weekend jean. So wear them with flip-flops, wear them with sandals, an espadrille, a wedge. Of course, it's gonna look gorgeous because it really plays into that leg line. But if you want to get these and wear them with flats all the time, just get a shorter length. You're gonna be good to go. A lot of our tall gals, what is our normal tall? Like 31 inches, 33 sometimes?
Sure, 32 is usually the tall.
Yeah, so if you are tall and you do wear wedges and heels, now you've got a jean that's gonna be grazing the floor. And that's the style. This is Victoria Beckham, this is Chloe, the biggest fashion brands.
Yeah.
You know, this is the jean that they use to walk the runway, and they're so
I'm gonna
pretty.
have Rocky give me an update because I know this one is on fire. It is I just think it's the coolest jean Diane's ever come out with. Okay, in this airing alone, over 600 gone. Yesterday, almost 4,000 sold, if not more, in 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that incredibly popular. And your choice is limited in the tomato red. And this one is a little bit different because it's more of a twill.
It is, and you can see the texture of the denim on this, so it actually looks like denim. It doesn't look like a red overdyed holiday jean. You can see the right texture and the twill kind of design and weave in that. Denim is a woven fabric, but this has stretch to it. So know you're getting 4 inches of stretch and recovery. And Callie, they're telling me that the chambray that I'm holding will be the first to sell out.
Really?
Yes.
Rocky, how many are left in the chambray? Gosh, I can't believe it. 500? Under 500 left in the chambray. Oh gosh. So extra small, 2, 4, and 6 have sold out in the chambray.
Can we go to Cara and show off the chambray? Because I'd love for you guys to see this. As cute as Callie and I are, and as tall as I am tonight, the models are much, much cuter in the jeans. And I want you guys to see them in action. You guys move around, show the stretch, show the movement, because this is a jean that I like to say needs to walk. You want to walk in this jean, you want to move, you want to see the flare, you want to see the movement.
Point, yeah.
And let me tell you a couple ways while we're looking at the girls to wear these. One of the first and foremost things with a little bit of a wider profile, tucking in is beautiful with a wide leg jean.
I love
Callie's tucked in.
Front tuck.
You know, the girls are doing, some of them are doing full tuck, some are doing half tuck. Can you wear an untucked top with this? Absolutely, it'll be gorgeous. What I wouldn't suggest is wearing something too tunicky and long.
I agree.
Because I prefer that you see the curve of your waist. That's what makes your legs look long, right? So when you wear a top with this, wear something, you know, that about 25 inches, that kind of skims, like a natural t-shirt length. But if you have the ability to tuck in and that's how you feel confident, these will go through the roof. Put on a chic little belt with it. Callie's done a pop of yellow. It is really gonna give you legs for days. And if you want a trick, look at Danya. Match your top to your jeans and you look like one long uninterrupted line. That's a great way for petites to look longer and taller and leaner. And yes, I promise you do not have to wear a giant platform to make these look good. We've tried them with lower heels. We've tried them with sneakers. They look fantastic.
I mean, anything goes. It's just such a, I love it when things come full circle. Like this was the look of the 70s,
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes.
And here it is, bigger than ever, larger than life, so incredibly popular, and I'm so excited for you. I mean, just to kind of go back to the good old days, I feel like that's when things just seemed a little bit easier, a little bit more carefree, and just to be able to rock something that is so unique like this. Diane has done a lot of jeans over the years. This is, I think, I hate to say
cool.
the best, but maybe just my favorite.
Well, the best is always yet to come. We're always going to bring you something new that's going to knock
True.
your socks off. I'm just saying that because I know what's coming up. We have some really good stuff coming. But I want you guys to see the cuff because that's what is one of my favorite elements of this, and I don't know that we've spent enough time on it. You have the traditional wide cuff that comes with a trouser or a wide leg jean. Ours is a little bit more extended and a little bit wider, and we did a little ruffle, not a ruffle, a fringe on top of that. And the reason we do fringe, we borrow that from Chanel, we borrow that from Fendi. You know, Chanel and Fendi, they trim out their bags and their sleeves, and obviously the classic Chanel jacket is all fringe, all frayed edge. So that's where we borrowed that to give this jean in particular a little bit of a unique twist and a little unique element to it. Yes, I am almost as tall as the jean, if you're wondering, but these are going to give you legs for days. You're gonna love what happens. Callie's laughing. Listen,
that is the truest statement.
It's true. Look, if I hold them up, they almost consume me, which is fine. You know, could I wear these? Maybe not.
How tall are you? Let's just
I'm not going to talk about that on national. No, I'm like,
good.
no, I'm kidding. I'm like, I say I'm 5'6", but
Okay.
maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe 5'5" and 3/4.
Okay, well that's good enough too.
Or I think I used to say I'm 5'6½", but that might have been a lie. But I'm around there. I'm dancing in that world. I'm very excited for the almost 900 of you that are picking these up tonight.
Yeah,
I wanted to mention, aside from free shipping, Callie, the price is a sale price, and these are brand spanking new. So that's
I feel
something
like
we don't
there
do
should
often.
at least be a 1 at the front of that
easily.
figure. I mean, if you found something like this in any other store, you know you'd be spending a crazy amount of money. So I'm thrilled that they've sold so well. With how many have sold in this show and what sold yesterday, we're at over 5,000 gone. We are down to the wire in that chambray. It is so close to selling out. We're literally less than 400 strong, and that goes between all the sizes and those 3 inseams. So don't wait. If you wait, you're not going to get it. But if you lose the chambray, go for the mid-tone.
Yeah, let's talk about the mid-tone, because I
Let's do
always will
this.
tell you guys, I love our mid-tone. And I think it's hard to get a real, I haven't told you some of the stuff. Whenever we do a jean like this that has whiskering or fading or buffing in it, that's all done by hand, which is something that a lot of brands will not be able to say. A lot of it's done on a factory line. It's very artificially done. It's printed. You know when it looks fake, right? When the whiskering looks fake, when the fading looks fake. Every single pair of DG2 jeans is buffed by hand, and if it has a whisker or a fade on it, it is done by one person by hand, believe it or not. So when we tell you this is premium luxury denim, we really mean it. When you purchase a blue denim from us, whether it's mid-tone, chambray, or indigo, that is natural viscous indigo dye. It's not a chemical dye. It's not, you know, the inexpensive dyes that you find on even premium denim. It's more expensive for us to use indigo. Diane was a very big stickler about that.
Oh, yeah.
Because real denim was dyed with indigo back in the day. That means as you wash it and wear it, it will fade beautifully and in all the right ways. So there's that gorgeous mid-tone, which I like to say is like that classic, perfect kind of Goldilocks color. But I know that a lot of you feel really comfortable in a dark jean, and I know that this is wildly popular.
Those are the 3 shades. Chambray, almost gone. Mid-tone, next shade down from the darkest, which is the indigo that I'm wearing. The white, how are we doing on the white? Because I know white is one of the most popular. When it's available in a jean from Diane, it's crazy how quickly they sell out. It's always amazing that they're still on the rack. It's getting limited in the smaller sizes. So we have the 0 through 24 women's. This is a 10 tall, 35 inches in the tall. How cool is that? If you're a tall gal, I know how frustrating it is and how much we struggle. I'm only 5'9", but I struggle. So it's really neat to know 35-inch inseam is available.
Oh, you're only 5'9"? I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Listen, we're really excited to bring you new anytime we bring new, anytime we save something special for Fashion Friday, anytime we do a silhouette. There you go. We saw that, Cara. Every 90 million homes, they just saw it. It's like it's live television. We got you. If we haven't mentioned enough, there is free shipping tonight. So put your money into your fashion, not into your shipping.
I have
Whenever
had the
we
best
have
time
that.
with you
I'm
tonight.
very silly, you guys. You know I'm here to just make you